Howdy, y'all. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule. Stop in and see what it is I'm up to. Packing this, that, and the other, including like extra spectacles, because you never know. I'm not sure about these. They're already broken and fixed with a safety pin. They look funny as heck in them. And they're kind of scratched, but I don't know, maybe they'll go in the kit. Go in the bag. I am charging up all my other little cameras and whatnots. So I have them all pre-charged and ready. These are actually pretty cool. I picked up 2 of these for $7 at the Salvation Army. Or maybe it was $7 each. I don't remember. They don't take super fantastic video, but they work pretty well. Anyway, why are we here now? Fishing kit. Imagine that. I think I've done a few variations on mine that aren't the typical Altoids type fishing kit. We remember this one. I'll add a link to that down below. It's actually in the same pocket of my big bag as this bag. See if I can get this up a little bit. Does it go up higher? There we go. And over a little bit. Alright. So maybe that's too high, huh? Bring it down. Alright, this kit, I actually grabbed 2 of these cases as a curb rescue. So I've got some batteries in here. This is a little everyday carry type, tape and screws and string and wire and whatnot. Just a little bit of everything. I did a video on that. Anyway, here's the Altoid tin. And I'm not sure why I put a piece of tape on there. It was just on there. First thing I did was I took I opened it up and undid the hinge. And then I took and flattened out the pieces of the hinge, and I put a piece of Gorilla Tape over top of it. It wraps from here around to the inside. It's not waterproof. It's a lot better than it was with the open hinges. And it just pops open. Inside, there is a piece of craft foam, just like this. Just a piece of craft foam. And it kind of gives me a seal when I push it down tight. So what do we got in here? There's a little piece of wire, just because you never know if you want to. It could act as a weight, or if you're trying to try to wrap some line around a pole, or in a tree, or it could even be used as a snare. I guess it's really kind of thick for a snare. This is some more wire. This is a stiffer wire, and it would make eyes a lot. You could use this to make eyes, but this would make better eyes. And then you could actually use this to wrap the eye onto the pole. Maybe I'll do a video on how to do that. I have 2 straw pieces. I just cut off straw, pinched the end shut with a pair of pliers and then heated it, and then I stuffed this full of bread, and then did the same thing on the other end, and made sure that they were sealed. And now I have bread, if nothing else, to catch fish, especially if you're going for like small panfish, crappies and stuff like that in little streams. Bread works wonders. This little bag has hooks and little swivels, little bullet weights. It has a needle threader because sometimes I need the assistance. There's a couple different sizes of hooks. There's also a guide on how to tie a knot, which I've been tying fishing knots since I was 4 or 5. I don't remember exactly, but I was little and I would go fishing on my grandpa's pier. I grew up on the Barnegat Bay. Literally, well, Grandpa's house was maybe 30 feet away, and then out the side door of his house was the bay. So, you know, I was 100 feet from the bay or whatever when I grew up. We learned to swim before we could walk. There's a razor blade, a safety blade with, you know, the cardboard cover still on it. Here is a mini blade. And because they don't come with cardboard, I put Gorilla Tape to hold it. There are matches, and I don't think I put a striker in there, so I'm going to have to redo that. There is a regular float that you buy from the store. Good thing I checked, because that is super tight. That would have been no good. Wow. Huh. Okay, there's not a float in that one. At least not that kind of a float. What a pain. It's alright. I have, where is it? There we go. My fallback is these styrofoam, or these foam Nerf darts. These things are great. They really are. They float. You can cut them off. They're yellow, of course. You can cut off a little piece and use it for bait. Of course, you want to use a very little piece because you're going to have to use more weight to get it down to the bottom. So I'll put them in. Here is a single ear plug, which will also, it can also be used as a float, or again with bait. I have a cutoff wheel, a Dremel cutoff wheel, and a couple pieces of Dremel sandpaper. These can be used to sharpen your hooks or to keep an edge on your razor blade, or, you know, to cut a groove in a piece of wood if need be. You have to be very careful. Anybody that uses Dremel knows that their cutoff wheels break very easily. I have a bobbin with 10-pound test line, and I don't know how much is on here. I wrapped and wrapped and wrapped until I was tired of wrapping. This is just something to wrap your line around if you wanted to put that on a pole or something. A couple of little screws. They can be used as weights or whatever. And here in the bottom, I have this is a nylon fishing line, a nylon sewing thread that holds somewhere around 20 pounds, 25 pounds. There's some strips of electrical tape, some strips of Gorilla Tape. I thought I had a needle stuck in here. Maybe I don't. Okay. And then this is a flashlight from Dollar Tree. It has a laser, red laser, that it shoots pretty far. The batteries are in it. Each one of the batteries is separated by a little piece of cut off electrical tape, a little round. So in order to actually use the flashlight, you need to take the batteries out, take off the tape, and put the batteries back in. It can be a pain in the neck. I like to lay the batteries in my finger and slide this back over them to put the batteries in the proper way. But there we go. This is just a a basic kit. Goes in your pocket. I'm not going to call it a survival fishing kit because it probably could be. It's more of an everyday. If you're out and about, and if you're like me and you live in an area where every block there's another spot to looks like it would hold a fish, it's nice to have a way of maybe capturing those fish. And I really need to redo that. I have no, I don't have any of the red ones. I'll have to make up. Maybe I can do it right now. Let's see. How much time have I got going on this? Yeah, we got time. We'll knock these out of here. These are little shorties. I mean, you really don't need matches when you're out fishing, although they can act as floats when you get right down to it. I want a little bit extra room. Snip that off. Whoa, get back here. Cut it down. Let it cool for a minute or so. I actually have a metal plate. So I can push it down on. Check it and make sure. Just try to squeeze it. And that looks good to go. You put the striker in with the striker part facing out. That way your matches don't hit the striker as you put them in. 2, 3, 4. Am I going to get more? Am I going to get 4 in there? 4. Ooh, I might actually get 5 in. There we go. And then I'll seal it off that way, right there. I'm gonna try to make it I some people are so OCD. I know. You know, some people would be, you know, they'd have to have it exactly right, close enough for government work. Gooey, gooey. Where's... I mean, that's nothing new. People have been doing this for ages. It works. So now I have matches with a striker in it. Duh. Silly old bear. Maybe I need to paint this, huh? What do you think? Paint a little fishing scene on it, maybe? That's for a different video, I guess. Let me know what y'all think, people. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Share me around on your social networking, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. I don't think I have a Twitter account. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I have an Instagram. Jackson Correa, JAXONCORREA, all one word. Jackson Correa, 2 words, on Facebook. I'll try to remember to add links down below. If you want to send me snail mail, there should be links down below. Or not link, snail mail. The address will be down below. You're going to have to, you know, save it and write it out. Can't click a link and mail it. Anyway, you know what I mean. If your loved ones are nearby, people, give them a hug and a kiss. If not, give them a call and tell them you love them. We're not promised tomorrow. I hope y'all have a great day until I see y'all again. Sláinte, y'all. Bye-bye.